Hey guys, beautiful day in the tiny house, windows open. I'm just chilling out here and watching some InfoWars, Alex Jones. I moved the treadmill over just a bit, or not treadmill, elliptical. I did my round on that thing and just kind of moved it over, and I actually have the fan blowing right here on full speed, and it's actually a nice setup because it's hitting the back wall here, and I'm getting quite a nice blast of fresh air throughout the tiny house, as you can tell with all the movement of the flag and the survival blankets. And yeah, so just enjoying myself right now, in the bed, of course, just taking a break here. And yeah, just catching up on Alex. Got a lot. I'm about a couple months behind on him, but I don't know if I'll ever catch up, but see what happens. Got the kitchen looking pretty good. And oh yeah, I was thinking about, while I was just sitting here enjoying the tiny house, right where the studs are exposed, I think I'm gonna buy 12-foot long 2x4s and screw them sideways into the frames at the top, and then on the bottom of the 2x4s that would be just screwed in, I can then put the sheets up for the ceiling, screw them into the 2x4s on either end, and that should solve a lot of issues. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And with the overhanging stuff here, obviously the 2x4 will go up underneath, be screwed in, and then that is overlapped on top of the whatever material is left will be overlapped over the 2x4, awaiting the plywood sheeting as my new ceiling in here. And that should give me a decent air gap, couple inches anyway. Let me see, it'd be probably, no, it'd be more than a couple inches. It'd be like 6 inches of air gap, so I can run wires, run appliances, well, lines to appliances, have my survival blankets up there, and make the tiny house look a hell of a lot nicer, so I won't have this stuff hanging around the walls, right? And when it goes across here, actually, the 2x4 will go, you know, if that's, let's say this area is 12 feet long, right, from that gas pipe to this seam over here, then obviously the 2x4 will go across there, the sheeting will go up, and then all you'll see is this window, minus that crap in the back. I'll bend my fingers a little bit, so you'll see the ceiling and the window, and not all this exposed survival blanket and stuff. Uh-oh, screensaver mode. But yeah, really loving the tiny house, guys. I'm always shocked that I can't believe I can run all this stuff on 4 solar panels and 2 small mediocre batteries. Now, one battery is 33 amp hours, which is nothing, and the other is probably like 20 or less, 15 maybe. What I just can't wait until I get the, here, let me turn the camera on myself. I can't wait until I get the 800 amp hour battery bank, because imagine what I can do. Like, look what I'm doing with this. Imagine what I can do with that. Obviously, massive upgrades are going to happen. We're going to have the aquaponics running full time. I got to figure all that out, so that'll be in coming videos. We're going to have my off-grid fridge, that little green one, brought over, running in here 24/7. Not in winter months, of course. Well, it might be possible depending on how things go. And like I say, I got 4 panels. 4 out of 20. So I have all those remaining panels, and it's like right now it's overkill, like with what I got. Other than I'd love to have bigger batteries, but I got what I got. I've been less and less worried about my solar power, checking the voltages. Like in the beginning, you're always checking the displays, checking, because you don't want to damage anything. But I've come to kind of know when I need to take a look, and I'm not checking as much. And the other reason is because I'm always in float mode, even with all this gear running. It's ridiculous. So, ridiculous in a good way. So, yeah, I'm just chilling here. I was about to pass out. I should go out and hit the trail. But I was pretty whipped. It's pretty comfortable in here with the... I got the fan running and the window is open and it's all the fresh air. Oh my god. Love it. And I don't even have my own property yet, so I'm not even in the country, but I'm getting some nice nice stuff going on. The plants are doing well. They're loving it in their new location there. And what more can you say? That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, it's about coming up on 2 o'clock here. I'll have to get out of lazy mode here, and I just did I did my normal elliptical run. I did what is it? 2 laps, and then I'll do some of the barbells that are just actually like down here in front of the bed. I think they're just little 5-pound weights. I just try and do little things. And then the nice thing is about barbells, I was actually just sitting on the bed watching the video here while doing that, and then jump back on, do 2 more laps on the elliptical machine. There's a little thing on here. Yeah, there it is, that circle. There's these little bars, like as I go normally all the way around this bar, it tracks your progress, like so many steps, I guess, or whatever it is. It goes all the way around slowly and all the way to the beginning again, and I consider that a lap. Well, that's what I call it anyway. So, and it's not a quick thing, like you're on there quite a bit for each lap. So yeah, and then I got my garbage over here that I'm going to be removing because it's pretty much getting full, and then I'll have to grab another trash bag and set that up in here. But yeah, just enjoying myself in the tiny house, guys. It's looking not too bad, and it'll look even better once the ceiling's done. It's gonna look strange losing the blue ceiling and going to the plywood look, but that's the way it is. And then I'm gonna try to see, before I even do the ceiling, guys, which is kind of a pain for me, I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do for this battery bank in the storage room back here, because I don't have a clue. You guys are gonna have to help me out on which direction I should go, and then I'll have to dig up some funds for that, see what I can do here. But just a relaxing day off the grid, and I'm super impressed what I did with my solar system. Big thanks to High Tech Guy 18 Stu, or High Tech Guy 18 aka Stu, which is his first name, his real name, and then John and Dave, I think, were the guys who, and actually Stu as well, recommending the 2x4s go underneath my long length of angle iron for each side of the solar panels. That worked out perfect. With all the wind we've had, guys, the solar panels haven't moved an inch with my little design up there, so that worked out well. And yeah, things are happy. Dad's okay after that craziness that happened, and there's the fan going there. Yep. Yeah, and I still gotta figure out this layout. The TV and that stand are obviously moving, but for now they're there because of the easy access to the power, right? And there's no need for the fireplace as of yet, because it's beautiful out. And I got the elliptical there. I kind of moved it on a slant, so walking to get back to the solar locker, or whatever, the solar room. I can either go sneak it across this way, or I walk around the elliptical this way and back in there. Because of the way I got it positioned on the floor, I got it off this wall here. So yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out a layout, but that'll all, whatever, we'll get there. And once the ceiling's up, I can start running the power properly up inside the ceiling to the different locales. Oh, and the that LED light over there, where is it? Over there somewhere near the window. Yeah, I just rigged it up the way I had it originally, and so the wires aren't pulling out, and it works, so I don't think I'm gonna get too concerned about it. I should buy like a soldering kit from Wish, see what they got on there, because soldering those two together would be probably the best idea. And then I can tape it. And a little air gap in the door. Yeah, I made a wish list as well about, I'm gonna get some spray foam, and I have to do some work on the outside, like when I open the door, the outside areas that stick out a bit. Have to do all that. Maybe put some plywood up too, who knows there. But ant issue is pretty much resolved. Thank God. Falling asleep here, holy crap. But yeah, I'll have to hit the trail, make a video, maybe go on from there. We'll see what happens. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. And yeah, Just a beautiful day here at the Off-Grid Tiny House.